Mickey's Halloween Party Tips! Hey everyone, it's Max, and I want to share with you some tips for Mickey's Halloween Party at Disneyland. This is not Mickey's Not So Scary at Disney World. This is the Disneyland one. If you want information about the Disney World one, click this link and you can find out all about my tips for Disney World's Mickey's Not So Scary. This is the Mickey's Halloween Party at Disneyland. In case you don't know what Mickey's Halloween Party is, it is a special ticketed event at the Disneyland Resort for Halloween time, featuring special entertainment, special Halloween characters, trick-or-treating. It's so much fun. Prices range from $72 up to $99 depending on the date that you want to go. It's based, of course, on demand, so if you want to go on Halloween, let's say, the price is going to be higher than if you want to go earlier in the year, earlier in the season, not on a weekend like, September weeknight. The party starts at 7 p.m. and goes till midnight. You could enter the park at 4, so you can have 3 hours of fun before the party even begins. And yes, you can wear costumes. There's lots of discussion about what is appropriate and what is not appropriate for the Halloween party. Disneyland is full on list of things, but in general, don't wear anything that is inappropriate. Guests 14 and older cannot wear anything that touches the ground. They don't want any layered costumes or props. No masks for guests 14 and older. You can bring in things like lightsabers and toy swords, but obviously no sharp objects, guns, anything that can be mistaken for a harmful object. So what do you do at Mickey's Halloween Party? Well, there's lots of entertainment, there's trick-or-treating, there's character meet and greets, so you gotta decide what's most important to you and your family and how to maximize your time. Yes, there are rides, they are open, but you can go on them in the time before. You can go from 4 to 7. That's what I would suggest. Go on the rides between 4 and 7. Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy is super, super awesome, where they redo Space Mountain in a very Halloween theme. It's really scary. And then, of course, you gotta do the Haunted Mansion Nightmare Before Christmas, because in terms of changing a ride and retheming it, that's the best I've ever seen. So, definite. That is a definite. So what I would suggest when you get to the park, get a map. The map's gonna show you everything that you could possibly want to know. The performance times for shows, where to go trick-or-treating, where you can meet characters, the food you can get. So get a map, very important. You do get a little bag if you're gonna trick-or-treat. So if you're going to trick-or-treat a little bit, bag is fine. If you're gonna go trick-or-treating all night long, you might wanna bring your own bag. But in general, I've always found that the bag they give you is great. So, the big shows. Halloween Screams is the fireworks show, and it's really, really, really great. Jack Skellington is your host, and he's projected on this ball, and there's a spot where you could be blocked. So, make sure you're not, there's a tree in the way, so you want to see him because it's a really great part of the show. Now, new this year, Disneyland got a new Halloween parade, and they are in desperate need of one, and that's very exciting. So they are getting the Headless Horseman, which is really cool. Jack's going to be in the parade along with other villains. Obviously, this hasn't happened yet, so I don't know much about it, but I assume this is something that you're really going to want to see, so plan your night accordingly. So I would say that this year, you're really going to want to see that parade, and you're really going to want to see the fireworks show. Those are your two most important things that I would say you gotta see this year. So if you want to get a good spot for that, you might want to get to the park, maybe meet a villain or two, meet a character, and then get a spot in front of the castle so you have a great spot for the fireworks and the parade. That's my suggestion. I don't know. It might be different this year because of the new parade. I don't know. Or you might want to just trick-or-treat a whole lot and get all of the candy. That's a really fun thing to do also. There's also the big Mickey pumpkin. Now, I would say there's a huge line always there. But if you want to take your picture in front of the pumpkin, you might want to do it at the very start of the party, because people on their way out like to do it also. Or you could stay till the very end, and that's always when the lines for rides are really short. So if you stay to the very end of the party, you'll have a good shot at getting on rides with not that long of a wait, actually. I would just say prioritize with you and your friends and family. Like if there's a character you want to meet more than another character, figure out where that character is. Get there like right when the party starts, maybe. That's a good idea. There is also a special dinner at the Blue Bayou called Mystical Spirits of the Blue Bayou. At least that's what it was called last year. This is hosted by Dr. Facilier. It's got performances, and the food is really good. You know, you get like a gumbo, a steak or fish, dessert, and you get entertainment. It does take time out of your Halloween experience, but if you have the money to do it one year and you've been going to the Halloween party for a lot of years, it's something you might want to consider. So there is a look at the Disneyland Mickey's Halloween party and how you might want to go about your night. Everyone's going to do it differently, and it really just depends on you and what you and your friends and family want to do the most. I'm just here giving you advice from my own experience, and if you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you have tips of your own that have worked in the past, put those in the comments below. We can all talk about it, and most of all, just have so much fun at this year's Mickey's Halloween party. Wear a costume, because that makes it even that much more fun. It's so cool to see everyone dressed up, and people are so creative, and I'm always amazed at people's costumes. Like, seriously, that is one of the best parts of the entire experience. So, have a magical Halloween season, everybody. Like and subscribe, and have a magical day. Bye. Mr. Cheesy Pop.